Hello, I'm Natasha Foreman. Welcome to the Breaking Bread with Natasha podcast, where I share daily devotionals from my namesake blog, so you can listen on demand to spiritual messages inspired by God's love, as expressed in the Bible and other religious texts. You can read along at breakingbreadwithnatasha.com or sit back and take in the word. Either way, I'm blessed to have you break bread with me. Without further delay, let's begin today's message. Welcome, Breaking Bread family. This is Natasha Foreman. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm excited to be here with you. Let's look at the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 11, line 3. And the translation that I'm reading says, "But I am afraid that just as Eve was deceived by the serpent's cunning, your minds may somehow be led astray from your sincere and pure devotion to Christ." Since the beginning of time, since the first man and woman walked in human form, we have strayed from God's commands. We have allowed ourselves to be lured away by temptation, pride, envy, and arrogance. We have allowed ourselves to believe that we are separate from God and that somehow we can succeed and prosper without Him. If you notice success absent of God, where do you think this false reality comes from? And do you not think that God still lovingly has to allow you to experience this false reality? Does this falsehood not come from the same serpent who convinced Eve and Adam to bite the forbidden fruit? Is it not the same serpent who found a way to shame them and disappoint God? This presence comes in many forms and has many conniving ways to convince you that you don't need God, that you can do what you want and get where you want in life by your merits and hard work alone and not by God's will and grace. It convinces you that God's mind is not the ultimate and that you instead already possess the capabilities to do the far-reaching and unthinkable without any influence from God. Question: when do you need God most? Answer: every single second of the day. There is never a time when you don't need God's presence in your life. There's never a time, day or night, that you shouldn't be asking God for guidance, even in the simplest of things. Asking Him to always show you the way, give you the right thoughts, and show mercy and grace when you expect it the least. I need to humbly get down on my knees, metaphorically and physically, several times a day and just say thank you in advance for the blessings that I need and will receive. God blesses me and forgives me when I think I need it least and when I have difficulty forgiving myself. How can that type of love ever be measured? We don't love ourselves or others as much as God and Jesus love us. Let's work at learning to truly love ourselves, even our perceived flaws, and then let that love overflow to others so that someday, one day, our love as a representation of God's love will radiate throughout the world and heal our many nations of the darkness within. Will you join me in a moment of prayer? Great. Father, thank you for another day of lessons and blessings. Forgive me when I don't begin my day with a conversation with you. Forgive me for allowing myself to be consumed by what's going on in the world, by other people, other things, by drama and negativity, and by trying to help people help themselves. Every day should start and end with a conversation with you. Father, there is so much temptation around me, so many opportunities to do wrong, to do what feels good even when it's bad, to turn away from your light because it's easier to float by in darkness. I need you, Lord. I need your Son, Jesus. I need guidance during my moments of confusion, humility when I begin to think of me more than you, and restoration when I have been torn down. Father, righteousness and success only come from you. I am what I am because you make it so. I can selfishly be consumed and end up lonely even when I'm not alone, or I can selflessly rely on you for your light and never be lonely or alone again. Father, free me from the grip of stagnation, indecision, fear, pride, selfishness, bitterness, and envy. Restore me, Father, so that I may be aligned with you. In your name I pray. Amen. And with that, family, I pray that you are blessed, that you see and embrace your blessings, and that you are a blessing to others. I love you all. Take care.
Hi, family. If what I shared in today's message resonates with you, I hope you will share it with others. Feel free to leave positive comments and reviews on my site, breakingbreadwithnatasha.com, and through whichever podcast provider that you're listening to me. Each day, I work to be a better steward and servant. I hope you will join me in sharing God's love and truth and rebuking the enemy's lies. Now go out there and make today an awesome day. I love you all.